Alright guys, welcome. Got something very special for you guys today. The Mob of the Dead Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Easter egg. It is the full walkthrough plus a little bit of other things telling you how to get from here to there, open up this door, best way to go, things like that. But without further ado, stay tuned, cause here it comes. Okay, so the first thing you need to do, you need to find a key, right? You need to open up doors, you need to get things going. This key will help you out later in time. It'll be hanging on a hook similar to this. It is currently not on that hook, obviously, but this is done in theater mode, a lot of these video clips. So you can't see a lot of the pieces, but you will see the glowing lights for them. But at least I can show you the locations. There are two locations for the keys. The first location, obviously, is by the cafeteria. The second location is right above the warden's office. Unfortunately, once again, you can't see it, but best way to get it unlocked is you have to go over to this control panel here, down yourself, and you have to jump up to the balcony above, and you have to shock a control panel. Now, this balcony can be a little bit tricky to get up to. You have to actually get a little bit of a back start, and just to help you out so you don't have to come back here later, go ahead and zap that vault box, and that opens up the door for you. Makes everything wonderfully and easy, and that's the first step. Okay, so the next thing that you really need to do is you need to open up that laundry room door. Down there will be the first part of the Easter egg that you need, the first actual buildable item. So go ahead over into Afterlife mode, and you're going to want to go into this little portal that you can only see in Afterlife mode next to the MP5. Once in there, you're going to need to jump up the ledge. There's actually 3 ledges in total. Jump up the second ledge. And then you're going to want to do a 180-degree turn and get a little bit of a jump start and go up to that third ledge. And then you're going to want to shock the voltmeter, which will allow you to open up the laundry room door for free, or the shower room door. I guess technically it's a shower room, even though it has a laundry room in it, but it'll allow you to open up the shower door for free without having to spend any points or anything like that, which either way you don't spend points for it anyway. Now, here comes the first step. Coming out of the warden's office, we were checking the map, we were checking some things out, but anyway, heading straight down the hallway, you want to head towards the laundry room door, and where you can activate the first part of the Easter egg, get your first buildable. Heading straight down, actually, this is where having the warden's key will come into play. You need to use it to open up that door, or else you can't open it up, obviously. Bear with me for a second. I have to speed up a couple times here, waiting for some buddies. And then the first thing that you're going to want to do to activate the dryer is you have to actually shock the voltmeter, which will power up the dryer. Now, the quickest way to go into Afterlife mode is at the other side of the room. There is actually a voltmeter. Or not voltmeter, a voltage box. So bite the wire, and then in Afterlife mode, head over here, shock the voltmeter. Now, warning, once you shock the voltmeter, as soon as you click X, whatever button you click on that dryer machine, it will spawn Brutus. So you got to make sure that you have the weapons to be able to fight him. Now, at this point in time, we're just waiting for my one buddy who had the zombie to come downstairs, because it does lock you in the room also. It puts fire in front of the door on the steps, and any way out, there is no way out, actually. So you just want to bite the bullet and take him on. Now, you can either prepare yourself by getting stronger weapons, early on, get some more points because you can start this Easter egg at any point in time. It doesn't need to be done right away. But once you take him out, if you have the right weapons, it's not all that hard. I mean, And then if everything's all said and done, and then you go over and you can pick up the clothes you need, which is actually the wings to the actual airplane. It's actually like the cloth for the wings, which I thought was pretty cool. Now you'll see that the item isn't actually that. Oh, the item is there. It actually is showing the item here, but anyways. I'm basically going to show you all the buildables on one side of the map before you have to take the gondola or work your way down to the docks. But we're going to go straight up to the infirmary where the next part is located. Basically, think of it this way. We're going to be doing one giant loop, and whenever they figure out who's going to open up the door, we'll head in the door. And I'm waiting for the zombies, so I think I'll speed it up here probably a little bit for you. Now, running through the infirmary, you can pick up other parts along the way for the acid gat kit. That is up to you. And I'm just showing my buddy. It's actually sitting there on the table, but you can't see it, obviously, in theater mode. I don't know why they did that. Maybe it's so you can't see it. If you go back and try to find things, I don't know, trying to hide things secretively, whatever it may be. And I'm trying to find my buddy. It's the first time he's played this map. And going out into the doorway here, there's a dog spawn, there's the Uzi, which are good location markers, and then the piece is in the box, which you'll need the warden's key for. I think you'll need the warden's key for pretty much all of them, except for one or two of them. But once you have that piece, you can continue on with any of the other steps.
Just gotta find the other three.
Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is, it'll help you later on just to get it done while you're here. Go over to this voltmeter up in the infirmary, and you're going to want to head to the shower rooms, I guess they would be, bathing rooms for the injured people. And you're going to walk through that door, and you're going to jump up. We're going to unlock the door for the roof, so everything is simple and done. You don't have to worry about it later. Shock the voltmeter and go back and revive yourself, and that's done. Simple as that. Now, on a side note, I will say it is probably a good idea, since there are 5 parts, and if you have 4 players, to, once you get 2 pieces or 3 pieces, go up and build them, so then everyone else can hold a piece and you don't have to worry about anything. So go up, build your pieces to the plane, and then you can continue on gathering all the pieces. It's just a quicker way to get things done. You're not running around crazy like. Now, the next thing you want to do, going straight from the infirmary, this is going to be the quickest and the fastest and cheapest way to get there. To get to the docks. There are other ways to go, but I think one door costs like $1,500 and another door costs like $1,000. It's going to be more expensive going the back way around. But if you go from the infirmary, from the top door, you can actually come out past the electric cherry, which is right here, which you need the voltmeter, you need the shock the voltmeter to charge up, which is not a bad perk. But anyway, going straight down the hallway will be the gondola, which costs $750. It's the cheapest. I think there's less doors in your path. You just need to shock the voltmeter, which I will show my buddy where. Basically, you need to go to the volt box here. You have to bite the wire, and then you're going to want to go shock the voltmeter, which he will demonstrate in 1 second. I wish they would spawn you a little bit closer to your body, but I guess it's part of the challenge. But going straight down the hallway here, you want to shock this voltmeter, and then you'll be able to take the gondola for $750, and you'll be good to go. Alright, so now that you're off the gondola, basically your first part is going to be right at the bottom of the ramp. And you're going to need someone to go into afterlife mode, shock the voltmeter to open up the gate for someone who's not in afterlife mode to get the part. You guys just see here, I'll shock the voltmeter, he grabs the part which is sitting in there, you shock it again. I don't know if you actually need to shock it again anymore, but pretty much that part is as simple as that. You do need the warden's key to get in there. To begin with. Alright, another step, this is a side step. You basically, in the motor room, which is down by the docks, you want to overload all the control panels and overload the motor, which will turn off the electric force field over the cage up in the warden's office, which you'll need later. So you can choose any which order you like. We chose going through the portal first, zapping the control panel, and then there's 2 more outside. One right outside the door, and then one to the left of that second control panel. And once you get that, the motor will overload. It'll start glowing red, and basically the door upstairs has now been not opened, but has been de-electrified, if you will. Alright, now it's time to obtain the rope. At least I think it's a rope. Not quite sure. But basically, outside the motor room, you want to go straight down this hallway, split off to the right, and have one buddy wait at this cage. The rope will drop down once you do the combination, and then going back that way and going through the left split, going up the stairs and buying that door for $1,000. The first thing you want to do is actually open up the cage so you can enter the combination, because you can't use the warden's key when you're in afterlife mode. Head up to the top of this spiral staircase and activate afterlife mode. Once you go into afterlife mode, you'll notice on the walls going down the actual staircase there will be numbers. Those numbers go from left to right, So say it's 245, you put in 245 from left to right. Which I shouldn't have said any numbers because that'll probably confuse you a little bit. But the first number is actually that we got. It's different every game, but ours is 2, 6, and 9. Now you want to go down there and shock those panels from left to right. 2, 6, and 9. Try not to make any mistakes on it. Make sure you do it all correct, because I know this panel is used for other things. And this cage will drop, and your buddy is able to go in here, grab that part, and you're good to go on that part of the Easter egg. Alright, and now the last part is in the warden's office. At this point, you've made a complete circle around the map. You want to head straight into the warden's office, which we de-electrified by overloading the panels, which overloaded the motor. Go into the warden's office past this, the fan trap, and you want to unlock this cage with the warden's key. And in this area is the engines for the actual plane, which I think are air conditioning units. Once you have that, you're pretty much set to do the Easter egg. Now the next thing you want to do is have all people converge on the roof and start throwing on their parts, building the plane. I usually have it so one person waits till last to do it, just for caution. And then all you need to do is throw on your last part, and you'll be good to go to take this plane. Now we had a little bit of mishap after I put this part on. The crawler or zombie died out, and pretty much it started the round on us. So I'm going to speed up here a little bit. It's only like a couple seconds. And then we'll be taking the plane. Now there are a couple mishaps with this plane. I've noticed that when you're trying to get on, you have to be in the back of the plane, but you have to be a couple feet away from it, because sometimes if you're right up against it, that button that pops up and allows you to actually get on the plane doesn't always pop up, and it makes it really difficult. It's basically all about positioning. But if you'll notice here, 3 of the 4 people get on. We actually leave my buddy G and G behind because he wasn't able to find where to get on, and it wasn't allowing him to, so we ended up leaving him behind. There is a time limit, so you do want to be very careful about that if you want everyone to go on. If no one has the achievement and all 4 people make it on, everyone will get it. But say 3 people out of the 4 get it, 3 people out of the 4 will get the achievement, and the 4th person who gets left behind has to repeat it to get the achievement. We've done that several times before on accident. It's not the first time it's going to happen. It's surely not the last. But once you do that, you got the Pack-a-Punch, you're on the bridge. Now, there is one major malfunction about this bridge, is every round you can have anywhere from, I think, 1 to 3 Brutuses spawn. And I think that number increases per round, because we were on round 26 already, and then we had, I think, 4 Brutuses spawning at once. They're not exactly hard to take out, but they can be a nuisance, plus with zombies, running around. So, we already did this achievement, so we didn't, it didn't pop up on my screen. I wish I would have gotten that for you guys, but I already had it done the day before. Now I'm just showing you guys how to exactly do it, what you need to do. This bridge is a nice place to hold out, like I've said before, but the only thing about it is you got Brutuses that spawn each round, and you do waste quite a bit of ammo on the Brutus. But the ray gun is the best gun, in my opinion, to use on the Brutus. It kills him quick, kills him fast. Pack-a-Punch kills him even faster. Even on round 26, we were still popping him with, killing him without using a full clip. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. Definitely have more Easter eggs, more tips and tricks, glitches coming up in the future. So stay tuned, guys, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace!